75,000 big ones this AEP. In this video, we're going to talk about it. This video is sponsored by none other than Lead Heroes, you guys. Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketed leads and virtual staffing. On the lead side, whether it be Medicare supplement leads, final expense leads, turning 65 leads, they just got something for everybody. They can also actually have you plug in with one of their virtual staff members on the staffing side to where you can pay by the hour for one of their trained and very well vetted staff members to help you out in your business in a virtual assistant format. Just because you watch this video, they're going to give you 10% off any order you make on their website. Link to the site can be found down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. How many of you want to have a dynamite AEP? How many of you want to really just absolutely knock it out of the park this AEP? In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys exactly about how to do that, okay? So in this video, we're going to talk about exactly how to make $75,000 this AEP. So AEP is a 7.5-week period of opportunity. It's a time period where people on Medicare Advantage and Part D prescription drug plans will have to make changes. In addition to that, it's a time period where people on Medicare Advantage plans and Part D prescription drug plans have the option to make changes if they so choose to. It's also when people that don't have a Medicare Advantage plan, maybe they have Medicare supplement plan or original Medicare for some reason, have the ability to get onto a Medicare Advantage plan. It's kind of like looked at as a free-for-all in some cases. So there's an opportunity to write business that is just not prevalent the rest of the year, right? You can write business all year round in the Medicare business, but you can write the most business during AEP and you can make a lot of money in a very short amount of time, okay? So how to make $75,000 this AEP. So the first thing you have to make sure that you're putting all of your focus on is income producing activities, IPA. No more trainings, you guys. Stop getting into trainings. Stop going into live webinars and trainings. Just throw all that shit out the window, okay? Income producing activities only. If it's not meeting with a client, if it's not talking to a lead or talking to a prospective client, don't spend your time on it. You need to spend as much time having a large amount of volume of clients and customers that you're talking to on a day-to-day basis. You don't have time to mess around. You need to get to work. You need to get out there and you need to make sure that you're spending your time wisely and not dorking around, okay? So stop going into trainings, stop doing carrier training, stop doing this person's training. If there's someone doing a training during AEP, they're not actively working AEP right now, so you don't want to learn from them anyway, okay? So income producing activities, okay? Income producing activities is going to be your best friend, okay? The other thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is, and some people might not like this, working Saturdays. Work 6 days a week, guys. Saturday's a great day to meet with people. There's a lot of people that are only available on Saturday. Get out there, meet with people, work on Saturdays. It's just temporary. You have a family, you have kids, they'll understand. For me personally, I work 6 days a week during AEP, and on Sunday, that's my family day. That's my time with my family, with my wife, with my daughter, okay? So make sure to work Saturdays. Put in the hard work, guys. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy to make $75,000 in a 7.5-week time span, okay? But you can do it if you put in the effort and you put your focus during the right things in the income-producing activities. One more thing on the income-producing activities, by the way. Not all activities are income-producing. A lot of people think that, just by going into work, they're getting work done. No, it's what you do when you're there that matters. Because if you're not getting things done, if you're not producing revenue, if you're not moving things forward, you might as well just stay home. It's the same exact result than if you actually go in and don't get anything done and just twiddle your thumbs, okay? So income producing activities, working on Saturday, putting in the hours, putting in the time, putting in the reps is how you're going to capitalize on this opportunity during AEP. There's some people out there that are, very well-known insurance trainers that say AEP is not a big deal, but you know that they have no insurance sales experience. Their whole experience is selling things to insurance agents, not selling insurance to prospects, especially in the Medicare section. Don't ever trust anybody that says anything so stupid, so asinine, okay? AEP is a big deal, it's an opportunity, and you need to take it seriously, okay? By the time you see this video, it might be a couple days before AEP. If there's anything you need to do to make sure that you're getting things off your plate, do it. You need to change your oil, get it done. You need to call a family member, do it, get it done. make sure that your focus as much as possible is going to be on AEP. Get things off your plate. Now let's talk about some actual strategies of what you guys can actually be doing, right? Of course, you're going to have to write a lot of business. You're going to have to write a lot of business. And how much business particularly are you going to have to write? Well, in 2023, the new commissions for Medicare Advantage are $301 on a renewal basis. So let's just use that as a base point, okay? Now, some business you're going to be writing is going to be new to Medicare. It's going to be the full 601 true-up, okay? But let's just be conservative about it, because I'd always rather be conservative rather than, overestimate or underestimate what actually needs to be done. I'd rather overestimate. So you'd have to write 249 Medicare Advantage plans on the renewal side to make $75,000 this AEP. Now, are there people that do this? Absolutely. You better believe there are. And it's certainly something that you can do. So 249. Now, let's say you drop this number down a little bit, because some of them might be new to Medicare. Some of them might be true-ups, which that doubles what you're able to make. Let's say we are able to cut this down to 225. I'm just kind of throwing a number out there because of true-ups. Okay? So right there, we lower the bar a little bit in terms of what you're going to have to do. Now, the other thing you're going to want to be making sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that on every Medicare Advantage plan sale that you're able to, you do a health assessment. Make sure that you're doing these, guys. They're quick. They're 60 seconds. They're just at the end of the application. And most carriers will pay you on average of $50 and I've seen some carriers do as much as $75 per app extra just by doing the health assessment, okay? So by doing the health assessment, you're going to lower this number down dramatically, right? So let's say that there are, in our original number of 249, and we're dividing it by, let's say, 351, right? Let's say it's a $50 health assessment. At that point, what we're looking at is an average of 313, right? So, and then of course we factor in our true ups and those kind of things. I think that would get us down, when you actually crunch the numbers on this, to only needing to have to do 200 people, okay? Now, you're gonna go into a lot of houses that have spouses, couples on Medicare as well, husband and wives. So what does this mean? Well, if you can help them both, you don't need to go into 200 houses. You don't need to do 200 appointments. You don't need to do that, right? You might only need to do 150 or 125. See, so as you kind of crunch the numbers on this, you see that this becomes far more doable. Let's say it's 150, because there's going to be spouses, there are going to be houses that you're going to be able to get double the clients in. You're going to be able to get husband and wife. Okay, so let's say it's 150 appointments you're going to need to go on that you're actually going to have to be able to make sales on. Okay. So if we're looking at a 7-week time period, that means you need 21 appointments a week. 21 appointments a week. Okay? So as you can see, 21 appointments a week, you break that down, and that seems a lot more doable now, doesn't it? Now, if you're doing other things like cross-selling appropriately, you're selling dental, vision, hearing, you're selling hospital indemnity plans, you're selling cancer plans, products that your clients are interested in and they need, this number starts to even get lower and lower and lower. So if you're working smart, you're working hard, but you're also working efficiently, and you're taking advantage of cross-selling opportunities, the health assessment opportunities, this is more doable than it ever has been before. You guys can do this. I promise you, you guys can do this. It's not as difficult of a task as it might seem. And just understand that the commissions are higher than ever. The opportunity is higher than ever. This is a great AEP in terms of there's a lot of market disruption going on. There's a lot of changes going on, which means there's going to be a lot of people that are willing to make changes because there's new options and opportunities available for them on their plan. And you can just be the one to jump into a market and take advantage of these disruptions and of these changes. Anyway, guys, do you agree with me on this? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts? I'd love to have a dialogue about it. Comment your thoughts down below. If you like this video, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps so many people like you find the video easier that need to hear this information. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and we'll see you next time, guys. Hope you guys have a great AEP. Hope you make $75,000. If you do, come back to this video, comment hashtag 75K on it for me so I can celebrate with you guys in January and February of next year. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. And happy AEP and happy selling. See you guys.